Good, y'all. Shakur Stevenson is promising that after he beats Teofimo Lopez, he will become a four-weight world champion, Ring Magazine champion at 140. And he said that's not even his real weight class. So what y'all gonna say then? So Shakur Stevenson, it looks like this fight between him and Teofimo Lopez is very close to being made. Shakur Stevenson is 100% focused and locked in on Teofimo Lopez. This will be his debut at the 140-pound weight class. And listen, man, Shakur Stevenson is a small guy. He looks like he could easily still make 130. He said multiple times in interviews that he's not a natural 135-pounder. This is why Shakur Stevenson turned down the fight with Devin. He didn't turn down the fight, but he was asked in an interview, I believe it was on Cigar Talk, he was asked, would he fight Devin Haney at 147? And he said, hell no. And it makes sense because Devin Haney is naturally a bigger guy. You can tell that Devin Haney, he's probably going to go up eventually to 154, maybe even 160 because he's a big dude, right? No Diddy. He's wide, muscular. You know, he has the body structure of a guy that can go up multiple weight classes. And we all know that Devin Haney was pretty much killing himself to make 130 when he fought George Kambosos. No, 135, excuse me, when he fought George Kambosos. We all seen how he looked like Michael Jackson from Thriller when he was doing the weigh-ins for those two fights over there in Australia. So, yeah, man, listen, I see why Shakur Stevenson is taking this fight at 140 because Teofimo Lopez is a small dude as well, right? Obviously, Teofimo Lopez, he does look more athletic. He is a little bit more muscular than Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is more skinnier, right? Less muscular than Teofimo Lopez is. But I see why he's taking this fight because both guys are pretty much the same size, right? So let's look at how tall Teofimo Lopez is, and I want to compare it to how tall Shakur Stevenson is. So Teofimo Lopez is 5'8" with a 68.5-inch reach. Let's check out Shakur Stevenson because I want to show you guys. This is why Shakur is taking this fight at 140 because in Shakur Stevenson's mind, there is no real advantage that Teo has. So yeah, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez are the same height. They're both 5'8". They both have a 68-inch reach. The only thing is Teofimo Lopez, his is 68.5. Shakur Stevenson is just a solid 68-inch reach. So this is why Shakur Stevenson is taking this fight because these guys are the same size, right? Shakur would just be fighting 5 pounds higher, which isn't really a big deal, right? It's not a big difference. Now, obviously, there's a chance that Teofimo Lopez could come into the ring on fight night, you know, potentially weighing anywhere from, you know, maybe 150, maybe 155. Who knows? Maybe he'll do that to kind of get an advantage. You know, a lot of people feel like Devin Haney was weight bullying because when he fought Regis Prograis and he absolutely dominated him on fight night, I heard Devin Haney was well over 160 for that fight. And a lot of people had a problem with that. But my whole thing is, as long as you make weight, whatever you come into the ring as, that's on you. Because coming in too heavy, that could poorly affect you. You could come in too heavy and be slow, be sluggish, right? So I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. But I am excited for this fight, so let's keep scrolling through Shakur Stevenson's Twitter and see what he has to say. Let's see if he has anything else to say about this Teofimo Lopez fight. So there's a video of Teofimo Lopez dancing, and Shakur Stevenson basically posted a picture of Tom from Tom and Jerry, basically, you know, beating up a dog that's barking at him. You know what I'm saying? A dog is Teo, Shakur is Tom, you know what I'm saying? And Shakur is saying it's going to be a Spike versus Tom fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. Also, somebody on Twitter said, y'all better not get us hyped for nothing, dog. We know how Teo be. Shakur replied and said, what does we know how Teo be got to do with me? And that's a fact, man. Don't blame Shakur Stevenson because Teo has a history of saying that he wants fights and not following it up with action, right? So another fan said, Shakur and Teo better get this fight done. The way they talking, or I don't want to hear nothing from both of them. Shakur Stevenson quoted that and laughed. There's another tweet where Teo added Shakur and said, not only will we fight, but this will be the last real fight boxing will ever witness. Let's truly, capital letters, make boxing great again. Shakur replied and said, all facts, the best versus the best, winner is king, #, make boxing great again. So yeah, man, these guys, They both sound like they want this fight to happen. I don't believe Teo, but the fact that Shakur is entertaining this and he's constantly replying to Teo lets me know that they are in conversations. There is negotiations going on. Like I said in my previous video, I think the biggest thing stopping this fight from happening is Teofimo Lopez's relationship with Turki Al-Sheikh, man. He's disrespected Turki Al-Sheikh in the past, and Turki Al-Sheikh feels like Teo disrespected his religion and his culture, and he's straight upset that he has no interest in making any more fights with Teo. So I think that's what's stopping this fight from happening. I think that Teo is basically on his knees, you know, trying to do whatever he can to get another Turki Al-Sheikh back, because that's who Shakur Stevenson works with, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get this fight made. I think it's going to be a great fight. You know, I would even say it's a 50-50 fight. As of right now, I got to lean towards Shakur Stevenson just based off of his performance against William Zepeda. I don't think Teo would have been able to handle a pressure fighter like William Zepeda coming at him like that. I just don't. I don't think Teo would have won that fight. I know a lot of his fans disagree. That's on y'all. That's y'all opinion. I respect it. But with that being said, man, this your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. It's fight week, man. We got the super fight this Saturday between Canelo and Terrence Crawford. I will be talking about that. So make sure y'all subscribe. Thumbs up the video. Leave a comment. I'm out.